All right, well, very exciting here. We have our next guest on NAFter Hours, obviously Josh Martin, Regional Manager, as well as our newest guest, Glenn Lima, Area Manager in Northern California. Welcome to NAFter Hours, Glenn. Great to have you, brother.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it.
You know,
Welcome, Glenn.
I want to dive into just a lot of the success that you've had since you joined New American Funding. Obviously, you, myself, Josh, we left a prior organization with some true intention, which was to build, $1 billion organization. And we've done that in the short 15 months that we've been here. With that, a lot of the success, I know Josh and I could speak to it, came from really a lot of your leadership and the growth that you've had in that East Bay, helping yourself to be promoted now, stretching out up into the North Bay and out into the Sacramento market. So I'm excited for your future, Glenn. I really respect your leadership style. I think you and Josh are very similar in people first. And I'll speak to that in just 1 minute, but want to quickly give you congratulations on being on track for President's Council as well. I know you're not a
Thank
big
you.
traveler nor really care about a lot of the accolades, but I know you and I both could enjoy the recognition. So going to be cool to see you hit that by the year end. But with that, people first, you have it listed there right behind you. And I believe that it's something that is important and embedded into kind of the culture of how you lead. Talk to us a little bit more about that particular statement, Glenn, because I think it kind of speaks to who you are.
Yeah, no, thanks, Craig. I think where I came from when I got out of college years ago, I got a job with Federal Express. And within the Federal Express ranks, their mission statement, their core values were people, service, profit. And it stuck with me when I got into management in that company. That was something they put into you. And it's like treat people the way you want to be treated yourself. Work on the people. If you work on the people and treat them right, of course, service comes next. Then the profit comes after that. So that's kind of where I've always valued myself to be very good at is I'm not, a mean guy. I don't jump all over you. I help you. And, good news, bad news, it all has to be disseminated the same way. But if you think about the people and where they're human beings just like we are, so treat them nicely and it'll come right back to you.
Yeah, there's something I always believe in as well, and you guys have heard me mention it before. When my dad passed away roughly 13 years ago, he reminded me of people don't remember what you say or people don't remember what you do, but they remember the way you make them feel. And I know
Yeah.
that, you always are a very good listener, very engaged as far as ensuring that your people know that you care. And I believe that's a great background for yourself, Glenn.
No, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Glenn, I think back obviously to our history and how we kind of met. You were recruiting me, and I usually didn't take recruiters' calls, but there was just something about you. You're very smooth, very good, but honest and authentic. So I really appreciate about that about you, and that's why we continue to stay in contact, and then we ended up getting to work together. So it's been a fun ride, man. What would you say? For people that are looking potentially to make a move, as far as like your leadership style, what your expectations are of people, what kind of people do you look for, and what kind of people maybe do you avoid?
Well, great questions, Josh. That's we could open up a big can of worms on that, but we won't go too far with that. But I usually look for people that are good people. And I've been in the business like you guys, 20 plus years. We kind of know through different courses that we've taken or management seminars or anything. You work with the people that are good. You work with the people that you can get along with and they can get along with you. You don't want somebody in your company, for the lack of a better term, a butthead or whatever, somebody that's just going to
Yeah.
make stir up the bee's nest when you can actually get somebody that works real well within the structure of your company and how you operate as an
Yeah.
individual. And as I said before, and it goes back to, all of our parents, right? Treat people the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
That's what I do that with the people that work with me. I give them respect and I expect respect back. So the people that I want to work with are people that kind of gel into kind of the background of NAF. Quite
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, we've got a culture here that is unbelievable. And I want people to really experience that and knowing that we're not all going to be sitting here doing bad things. We're all going to be good people and respect each other.
Yeah.
And so I look for obviously people that fit more of the mold of the company and the mold of how me and
Yeah.
my team operate. Because people on my team too, I don't want them to be offended by, you know, somebody we hire that might be a great producer but comes in with a real big chip on their shoulder. I
Yeah.
don't need people like that. I'd rather have people
When
that
that
we can
happens, it can
listen to.
just do so much damage to the culture of not just the
Right.
company, but your own team that you're trying to build. So, yeah, I know,
Yeah.
I agree, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of, I mean, do I care about the production portion? Of course I do. But, if it's $100 million producer or a $50 million producer and one's got a chip on their shoulder, that's the one I'm going to probably just steer clear of. I
Yeah.
don't need that in my life. After all these years, yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
at just trying to help people get them to their next level, and
Yeah.
obviously do that with treating them with respect, getting to know them as a person, and they get to know me too, and they'll
Yeah.
know everything about me. No secrets there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Glenn,
good.
obviously, I think between you and I, we could talk for hours. But
True.
I know that the LinkedIn here only allows us to go about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna, keep things short here and close this out. But if you are in the Northern California, Sacramento, East Bay market, and you're looking at understanding more about New American Funding, Glenn Lima, one of the, I feel like, best leaders in those markets, is here to serve. Reach out to myself, Josh Martin, or Glenn, and take a look under the hood. Because I do believe that winter has arrived or is coming, and I do believe that as it gets a little bit slower, it's a great time to make a transition. And Glenn has supported and onboarded some incredible leaders here at New American Funding, and I'm sure he'd be a good fit for you. So thanks for taking the time, Glenn. I know that
You bet.
you are as equally the sentiments that you stated, are equally important to me. I personally would not have done this journey to New American Funding without each of you both. So I'm very blessed to have you guys by my side, and it really, I think the answer you were looking for, Glenn, earlier is it's a no asshole policy, and we're going to stick to that. So
Yeah,
uh,
that was it.
thank you for the time today, and looking forward to our future.
Yeah. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you having me on.